And last time I played, I got drugged. Like shit. Drug like shit. Do you hear me? But it's a new day. It's Big Your Boy CHABOY. If you're new to the if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. You already know what the business is. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Today's episode is the legendary Lock.
In fact, I remember a time when I got shut down for a promotion after my annual review. My boss actually ended up giving it to a new hire. And that
let's see what the lineup looking like. I need these dudes to like ball. I don't even know what the business is. But new day. I know everybody has that control that they just want to jump out your damn land. Like, what the
I know my eldest feels this way sometimes.
Shout out to Charlamagne the God, one of my personal mentors.
Just as much as our sisters. Shouldn't everyone get the same treatment? Well, AT&T gets this, and that's why they've been giving all of their customers, both new and existing, the same great deals, no matter who came first. Whether you've been with AT&T for years or are just starting to think about switching, visit att.com/best deals to learn more.
Let's see. No cap, I probably played dude before.
The base range and the agitator. The Breakfast Club.
Everyone just kept telling me to prep this.
One way to describe the Breakfast Club is
Impacting the culture.
People watch the Breakfast Club, but like dudes really be tuned in, man.
I don't even know what to call this Breakfast Club. It's like brunch.
Envy, Geeks, and Charlamagne.
Listen to the Breakfast Club on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
50% righteousness.
Yo, Angela, yeah, I love you.
50% righteousness.
Other ratchets just sit down.
Become the most prominent form of hip-hop.
Wake your ass up.
It's early in the morning, but they tell me what y'all. The world's most dangerous morning show. JFP, People's Choice. Angela Yee.
I'm a sweetheart, but I'll cut you.
Charlamagne the God. Prince of people. I can't believe you guys have that. Collectively known as Breakfast Club.
Let's get it. Let's start the show. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Good morning, USA.
Yo.
Sure somebody was on the line.
Where the fuck Charlamagne at?
Positive.
Nope. Good morning.
Well, guess what day it is? Hump day. That's right. Today is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Good morning. Yes, today is Wednesday. Today's my youngest one's birthday today. Brooklyn's birthday is today. She is the boss and the bully of the crib. So today is her birthday.
Look at you wishing you was from Brooklyn.
No, I didn't say I wish I was from Brooklyn. I just
That's
said
what I heard.
I just said she's the bully of the house, of the Casey Crew household. So happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday, Brooklyn.
You know, Brooklyn has really slept in my bed for the last, I would say, 5 months.
The whole borough?
No, not the whole borough. My daughter. Every night she finds a reason to get in my bed. I don't know what it is. It could be she heard something. She woke up in the middle of the night. She always sleeps in my bed, but I love it.
Wow, I just saw that. I didn't realize that, the fight is happening in Vegas, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr.
Next weekend.
But now they're saying Errol Spence isn't fighting.
Really?
Yes, he had an eye injury, so Manny Pacquiao has a new opponent.
Oh,
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Quick payday for Manny.
I do it yesterday.
I wonder what's going to happen because I know
He
a lot
has
of
to
people
do
bought
surgery.
tickets to
He has
that
to
fight
get surgery.
because they want to see Errol.
Yeah, I was planning to go. Well, I'll be here.
All right. Well, there's 3 days left to my Coachella Atlantic City Cars show. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Celebrity cars, amusement rides. I think the Ferris wheel just arrived. All types of.
Wow, Russell, come on. Are you serious?
We have NASCAR actually coming. If you, I'm sure you always see the NASCAR on TV, but we're bringing the NASCAR. They're gonna have the pit crew and show you how to change the tires so fast. We have monster trucks, cars from the old school section, the paid in full, which we're calling the Raising Canaan section now. It's so much fun. It's gonna be a family fun day, so can't wait to see you guys at Atlantic City this weekend. All right, now the Locks will be joining us this morning.
Wow.
Jada Kid, Styles P, and Chica Luch coming off of their versus win. We'll be kicking it with them.
That should be fun.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. And then I'm gonna get a Locks mini mix on. So let me know what your favorite Locks joint is, whether it's Chic Luke joint or Styles P or Kiss, whatever it is. Let me know right now. You can hit me up on the Twitter or Instagram. I'm gonna do a mix when they get up here. All right. Now let's get the show cracking. Front page news. What we talking about?
Well, this was big news yesterday. A bipartisan win. The Senate has passed a massive infrastructure bill. We'll tell you what's in that bill.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. All right. Let's get some front page news. Where we starting, Yee?
Well, let's start with this infrastructure bill that has passed through the Senate. And a lot of people did not think this could happen, a bipartisan bill. So what is in that bill, and how did this even happen? So some of the things that are in the infrastructure bill include a broadband upgrade, a $65 billion investment in improving broadband infrastructure across the nation. And originally, Joe Biden had wanted $100 billion. It's a smaller investment, but they had to compromise to get things done. But that also help more low-income households access to internet. Electric school buses. The bill is making a big investment in electric vehicles and the infrastructure needed for them as well. So that means a nationwide network of plug-in electric vehicle chargers along highways. They're replacing the yellow school bus fleet by providing $5 billion for zero-emission and clean buses, and also for ferries. Also addressing racial discrimination in infrastructure. That's $1 billion to reconnect communities, disproportionately black neighborhoods that were divided by highways and other infrastructure. New tax regulations on cryptocurrencies, and delaying a drug rebate rule.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to start taxing crypto. I was like, it's only a matter of time before the government figures out a way how to make money off of it and how to profit off of it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Joe Biden's experiences and his decades of experience in the Senate really came into play here, because he was able to get some very rare bipartisan support. He said the lesson learned is being willing to talk and listen. Listening is a part of democracy, so it took a lot of time, a lot of careful strategy, a lot of him going to talk to people one-on-one and having discussions and explaining everything, and a lot of compromise too, and maybe getting less money for certain things, but that's how he was able to make it happen.
And don't forget that the infrastructure bill includes a $1 billion for a commission run by Joe Manchin. That's very important.
All right, there's also funding for roads and for bridges, money for transit and rail, upgrading airports, ports, and waterways. And Congress, how are they going to pay for all of that? Well, the people are trying to figure that out too, but they did say, just to give you some things, there's about $519 billion in offsets, $53 billion from roughly 24 states that opted to terminate pandemic jobless benefits early, $67 billion in unused savings from the COVID-19 employer retention tax credit.
You gotta stop kidding me.
Just like they gave everybody them PPP loans, them SBA loans.
Whoa. They ain't getting nobody.
They gonna get it back.
It's a loan. They gonna get it back, or they gonna get your ass. One of the two. Some of y'all going to jail if you're not in jail already. All right. Salute to everybody listening to us right now that's got a warrant for a PPP loan.
I'm dead.
Some of the
This
things
man Charlamagne.
bill, though, was Joe Biden's proposal. He wanted to spend $400 billion to bolster caregiving for aging Americans and people with disabilities, and so that was eliminated. It would have provided more opportunity for people to receive care at home through community-based services. Also improving the wages of home health workers, who now make about $12 an hour, and also $100 billion for workforce development, which would have helped dislocated workers, assisted underserved groups, and put students on career paths before they graduate high school. It also leaves out the $18 billion that Joe Biden proposed to modernize the VA hospitals. On average, they're 47 years older than private sector hospitals.
Well, let's see if this money and all of these resources actually get to the people. That's what we're waiting to see.
All right, and that is your front page news.
I'm sure we'll talk about Governor Cuomo next round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's the whole next front page news break.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
James, good morning, God. Good morning.
Peace.
What's up, man? Get it off your chest.
Andrew Cuomo, like why do people get in trouble for stuff they do, but they don't never like have the accountability to like I don't know, like I just feel like last year during the pandemic, basically Andrew Cuomo was just
Oh, he was the belle of the ball. This time last year he was the belle of the ball.
Like everybody was listening to him, he was calming everybody down. It's just crazy how they just try to force positive when Donald Trump got to finish his term. Like I just think the whole government, as far as moving, like just the important people out of the essential culture of our lives that we know it now, it's just a little strange. You don't think it's strange?
It's definitely strange, but it's never about right or wrong. It's all political. It's bigger than Nino Brown, man. We'll never know what's really going on.
Thank you for calling, though. Hello, who's this?
Awesome. All right, this is Michael from Relation Sensation. Look, I called 2 weeks ago. I told you I wanted to propose to my girlfriend at Coachella. And your assistant never got back to me.
Oh,
I have to reach out to her on Instagram, man.
Mark, you capped it. I was in the office yesterday when she was talking to you because we said we're not gonna do that Coachella. We're gonna do it at the party now because it's more intimate. I was there when you booked it.
So you guys did that? Yeah, we did that together.
Why did you just lie?
That's what people do.
I have to reach out to her.
Yes, when she played in the car show.
People love lying.
He just got caught capping.
That's the era we live in. People will lie for no damn reason.
And we told her if you do it at the all-white party, we'll get you bottles, we'll make it intimate. I was there.
You ain't even had breakfast yet. You just out here lying.
No, I said she didn't reach out to me. I had to reach out to her on Instagram. That's what I said. I didn't say she didn't reach out to me at all with that talk.
This ain't nothing but frosted lies, Mark. Cinnamon toast lies. That's what you having for breakfast.
I heard the whole story. You from Philly, you Haitian. I was there in the office with her.
Scrambled lies and potatoes. That's what you're eating, Mark.
Goodbye, Mark, man. I'll see you on Friday, man. I'm gonna see you on Friday, Mark. Goodbye.
So I do appreciate it doing everything, man.
Appreciate what?
This guy's crazy.
Appreciate what?
I was in the office with him. With my assistant. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. And yes, Mark is going to do something special for his lady in for Coachella. So
Why does he not make it a surprise, Mark? Why do you keep calling up
she
there
doesn't listen to
broadcasting?
the radio, so it is going to be a surprise. They from Philly.
She don't got no friends that listen to the radio?
I have.
Come on, Mark.
But he wanted to do it at the car show. I'm like, maybe we should do it in something intimate, maybe at the all-white party. Instead of just doing it in the middle of trucks and cars. I was like, I don't know how sexy that is, Mark. But anyway, we'll see this weekend, Mark. But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 at The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Proof Point is changing the game by bringing realness to seltzers. And I don't know about you, but finding out that Proof Point is taking things up a notch by using real spirits makes the weather warming up so much better. You can try so many flavors. Rum seltzer with mango pineapple, whiskey seltzer with blackberry lemon, tequila seltzer with grapefruit, and vodka seltzer with lime. Now, I have had some already, but my next choice is definitely the rum seltzer with mango. Oh yeah, I can definitely see myself right now in my backyard with the sun off the building on last year's DeForest Bryant. The God, and I want y'all to please help me welcome Houston's very own entrepreneur,
All hater business.
Pepsi. But they can both
Change the dynamic of world prosperity. We gotta
Oh, I blew it.
gotta be in business. They have just decided to dedicate themselves to the restaurant hospitality program.
Man, well, Marcus,
Florida.
What's up, bro?
And not.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Come on, 2K.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, yes, my name is Enoch from Florida.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. I listen to you guys every day, especially the Charlamagne the God.
Thank you, King.
You inspired me with working on my mental health and mental wealth. It's amazing. And also want to suggest giving don't get it is Governor Ron DeSantis.
Oh, Ron DeSantis?
Yeah.
For the what is he doing? Blocking the mask mandate, right? You don't want them to have a mask mandate in school?
And not paying teachers for superintendents in Florida for applying candidates in school.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Crooked world we live in, man.
Well, thank you for calling, brother.
Thank you guys. Have a great one.
Hello, who's this?
It's D-May. Good morning, kings and queens.
Good morning, Queen. Peace, D. Mays. How you?
I'm doing awesome today. I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I want to get off my chest. I love my husband, Lady Todd. Happy anniversary coming up. 8 years. He's my best friend. And my husband spin that one time for me? How much I gotta pay?
That's a rap name?
wow.
That sounds like a COVID variant.
Can't pay for spins on the radio.
No, you definitely can't.
Nope.
But not here.
Nope.
Trust me, there's a lot of DJs taking money to play records in these
Sure,
shirts.
but no, we don't. But definitely go support him and good luck, mama.
Guys, thank you so much. I love you guys every morning. I'm
Peace.
listening. Holla back. Holla.
I was listening to Drink Champs yesterday with T-Pain and Nori, and T-Pain was telling a story about how Coach K and P was saying how you got to spend $200,000
Oh yeah, that's the old
to get a record popping. That ain't too old school.
Yeah, no, but that's it, but when he said that, it's not that it's
It's not that you're paying people to.
it's not you paying people, it's you're paying people to work the record, and that's what people took that.
Yeah, you pay people to pay people to play
No, not
records.
necessarily.
You have to pay.
It's like
Okay, guys, whatever.
Now,
Sure.
there's promo people, and there's promo people that you pay to make to work the record, to talk to the PDs, the MDs, the DJs, and that's
It's a whole job for people.
No doubt. Sure.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need a vent, you can hit us up. Now we got rumors on the way.
Yes, and find out who just came out as bisexual in the comments.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club for more.
The Breakfast Club. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee. It's the Rumor Report. The Breakfast Club.
Well, unfortunately, Errol Spence Jr. has had to pull out of his August 21st fight against Manny Pacquiao. Apparently, during a routine pre-fight eye exam that was ordered, they revealed that he has a torn retina in his left eye. So he left Vegas yesterday, returned home to Dallas, and he'll have surgery, and he is expected to make a full recovery. In a statement, he said, "I'm very disappointed that I won't be able to fight Manny Pacquiao on August 21st. I was excited about the fight and the event."
That sucks, man. I love Errol Spence. That's one of my favorite fighters. I was looking forward to seeing Errol Spence go against Manny Pacquiao. Even though Errol Spence was going to watch Manny Pacquiao.
All right, well, your Dina's
I don't know about that.
taken from Pacquiao by the WBA will step in to replace him. So we don't know if in the future this could potentially happen again, but
I don't know. Pacquiao pretty old. I don't know if this happens in the future.
right. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen, but yeah. And Manny Pacquiao did say he's still down to fight Errol Spence.
Oh my God, JaVale.
Yeah, for him, for his fast recovery, the most important thing is the health.
If Spence is healthy, if Spence recovers, would you think that you would take that fight again? Would you be down?
Yes, I have a problem with that.
Maybe early next year. Maybe spring of next year.
Maybe happen, yeah.
All right, now Rihanna is celebrating. Her Fenty perfume sold out in just hours. So she posted a picture of herself on Instagram. She said, "How I woke up after Fenty perfume sold out this morning."
Y'all ain't never getting that. What's that album called? R9? Well, I forget what the name of the new album supposed to be called, but y'all are never getting that out.
It's not gonna happen.
Rihanna's sitting on too much cash. Okay?
She is chilling.
The hell she
Sitting
gotta
there
be in the
eating
studio?
caviar.
Yeah, what she got to do being in the studio singing for y'all for? Layering vocals. Why?
All right, now Monica has shared that she is going to be releasing a country album. She told Billboard that's going to be happening, and you know she's been teasing and plotting on the release of her first independent album, Trenches. She teased that during her Versus appearance with Brandy last year, but she is planning to do this country album. She said growing up she was inspired by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. So she said, "I grew up loving country music, and my stepfather who raised me is a Methodist minister, but he also drove buses, and he would take us to Nashville, Gatlinburg, and Dollywood in Tennessee. I became a really big fan of Dolly Parton at about 8 or 9 years old. That was my real introduction to country music."
Hey man, country music has great stories. So I mean, second to hip hop, to me, country music has the best stories. I don't think that's much of a leap, Monica.
All right, now Jay-Z has invested in Michael Rubin's Fanatics company, and Michael Rubin did an interview on CNBC. He talked about the Fanatics valuation. It's up over $5.5 billion in just 5 months. Here's what he said.
As a sports fan, you go to Fanatics and really get any digital sports product that supports you. So I heard you mention things like media, online sports betting, overtime potentially ticketing, trading digital NFTs, continue to have a great merchandise offering. So we think there's an incredible offering.
How much is worth now?
Right now, they said that it's worth $18 billion.
Oh yeah, Michael Rubin never putting out an album either. You don't gotta worry about Michael Rubin's album dropping no time soon either.
Yeah, so a lot going on there. Now, Robin in DC Comics has come out as bisexual. So,
Batman's sidekick.
yep, Batman and Robin. So, yes, Robin had a light bulb moment while fighting side by side with Bernard Dowd. And they said after coming to his rescue as Robin, he later hits up Bernard's pad, and you can see the anticipation building. He hypes himself up saying, "Oh, it's okay, Tim. You got this."
amazing to me what becomes headlines nowadays. It really does.
Listen, fans have been buzzing for years about Robin being gay, and a lot of people are ecstatic about this new plot twist. So.
Well, it was always the Robin and Batman rumors. People
Yeah,
thought
but
that.
I didn't even know Robin had a love interest. I just thought he fought crime.
Batman is love interest. They
Well, he's
trauma
been on
bonded.
dates with women before.
Robin has?
Yeah.
Well, this is a different. This is a
bisexual.
version of Robin. Like it's like I forgot this guy's alter ego name.
Oh, come on, Bill. You gotta dunk there, dog.
Drake?
Is that his alter ego?
Tim Drake is the character who plays with Robin.
Okay.
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right. All right, front page news next. What we talking about?
Well, Robin stepped out, and now let's talk about stepping down. Let's talk about Cuomo. He has stepped down and resigned.
Robin
So
stepped up. Okay. Alright, he didn't step out. He stepped up.
and stepped out.
Robin stepped up.
My bad. All right. I hate this show. All right, front page news is next. This is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Hey, it's Angela Yee. Don't let weak hair hold you back. Carol's Daughter's Goddess Strength collection supports hair as it gets longer for hair that's 15 times stronger after one use.
These niggas is folding hard. I don't understand why.
Happy Wednesday, damn it.
Yes. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. All right, where we starting, Easy?
Well, let's start with Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced that he will resign. There's been a lot of pressure on him to resign, but he still denies that he's done anything wrong and denies these allegations against him. There are 11 women who have come forward and accused him of inappropriate behavior and even sexual assault. Here's what he has to say about these, what he calls false allegations.
The report said I sexually harassed 11 women. The reaction was outrage. It should have been. However, it was also false. The most serious allegations made against me had no credible factual basis in the report. And there is a difference between alleged improper conduct and concluding sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that there are not 11 women who I truly offended. And for that, I deeply, deeply apologize.
All right, in addition, he says this whole thing is about politics and not facts.
This is about politics, and our political system today is too often driven by the extremes. Rashness has replaced reasonableness. Twitter has become the public square for policy debate. There is an intelligent discussion to be had on gender-based actions, on generational and cultural behavioral differences.
Oh my God, all these niggas is missing at the rim.
The political environment is too hot, and it is too reactionary for that now.
All right, well, Cuomo will be resigning, and that will be effective in 2 weeks. Here's what else he has to say about who's stepping up next.
And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing that state government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Kathy Hochul, my lieutenant governor, is smart and competent. This transition
Oh my God.
is seamless, and my resignation will be effective in 14 days.
And Kathy Hochul will be New York's first ever woman governor.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a lot of people have reacted to the governor's resignation, and again, you know, during the pandemic, he was a very prominent voice.
Man, think about that. This time last year, he was literally the belle of the ball.
What the hell is
Like
the belle of the ball?
people were talking about him being even potentially running for president.
What's the belle of the ball?
What do you mean the belle of the ball? You don't know what the belle of the ball is?
No.
The prom queen, man. The popping.
Why did you just say he was the prom queen?
Shut up, man. I wanted to say he was the belle of the ball.
I've never really heard somebody use that for real. I mean, I've seen it written,
This man Draymond.
but I've never heard anybody in casual conversation.
Just call her the prom queen. This is the
Man,
prom
people
queen.
know what I mean when I say he was the belle of the ball last year.
Red,
Knock
did
it
you know
off.
what he meant, Red? See?
Well, last year he was the prom queen, this year he was the prom queen. Alright? You know that one? That's New Jack City. You ever heard that reference?
I heard that one.
Okay.
All right, now,
Vegas.
and Also, in response to this, the Time's Up board co-chair Roberta Kaplan has resigned from her position after it did come to light that she reviewed a draft of a letter questioning the character of one of the accusers, Lindsay Boylan. She said, "We hold ourselves accountable. The events of the last week have made it clear that our process should be evaluated, and we intend to do just that."
Yeah, I don't know who's guilty of what. I just always want to know some people are considered credible and some people aren't. Like, there seems to be no standard to any of this. And it's like someone said, it just all seems so political.
I mean, they interviewed 179 people in this show. They did a whole investigation. And so I guess what their conclusion was that there was enough evidence that his behavior was inappropriate and that he did. They concluded sexually harassed 11 women.
I thought he just said it wasn't. I thought he said it was going to say that the investigation still proves it was alleged misconduct.
Well,
not
yeah,
conclusive.
Now what the report that was issued by the New York Attorney General concluded that he did sexually harass 11 women. So that's what they concluded. He's saying that there's no hard, concrete evidence of this. But after investigating, after interviewing 179 people, looking at what evidence they did have, that was the conclusion that they came to. So, he can deny it and say it's not true because clearly there's no video footage of whatever happening. And it's also, I think, I was uncomfortable by this. You shouldn't have done this. And for him, he was saying it's a cultural thing and that it was miscommunication, misunderstanding, and that he's sorry that these women felt uncomfortable, but he still feels that he didn't do anything wrong. He feels that he's never crossed the line. And he said, "I didn't realize the extent to which the line has been redrawn. There are generational and cultural shifts that I just didn't fully appreciate, and I should have. No excuses." So that's what Cuomo had to say in his defense.
All right.
All right, well, that's your front page news.
All right, well, that is your front page news. Now, when we come back, we have, what do we call them? The Bells of Versus?
Shut up, man. These are three legends, three first ballot Hall of Famers who should have their jerseys hanging in the rafters at Madison Square Garden.
They are the bells of the ball.
They are the bells of the ball. That's right. The LOX.
Sheik Luch and Styles P will be joining us next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wow.
At State Farm, they focused on the belief that diversity makes safer,